ago.
All right. First of all, we like to say all praises and highest honors to Yahweh. But oh no,
Bashim,
to Yahweh Bashim
Bashim,
Yahushua Bashim
Yahweh, Bashim,
Shah.
Kakashash.
You know, the water for letting us be here today and to push this word in truth and sincerity to the hopeful elect and to the brothers
Uh,
out there who are, just finding out about this, who are being awoken to the truth. You know, we bid you shalom. Today we're just basically going and breaking it down. Me and the brothers had, a good conversation. So the brother
uh,
Arya, and you go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
I'm I from GMS Detroit.
Huh.
Brother Abak from GMS Detroit.
The brother, like I said, brother Ariaga from the GMS Grand Rapids. And, basically we were just, sitting here rapping, having a wonderful discussion on, I mean, shit, everything basically that is summed up into us being surrounded by those that are spiritually dead. Every day we see dead people, man.
Kind,
Every single day we see dead people. And
spiritually dead bodies.
right,
You know,
these niggas are dead
they
from the
walking
head up.
around living, but they are spiritually dead.
Right. These cats are dead from the head up.
Kind,
And in this dead condition, they really can't even realize what's really happening are taking place. All they doing is basically um, living in a loop. All right, they got an anime, some may watch it called Naruto, and in that Naruto they have an ability called Tsukiyomi. All right, Izanami. Basically, it comes down to a word called illusion magic, genjutsu, and now the genjutsu that this country is possessed by is that American dream. Okay. And a lot of these niggas think that within that American dream, that this place is going to continue on and continue to prosper. But they don't really have the understanding that the Most High is about to bring this place to an abrupt and dreadful end. When he come back and Yahweh Shai, what does the scripture say that the Most High is angry with the wicked every day? You know, he's tired of this wicked ass stuff. How much more so 2/3 of our people that walk in such a broken condition, man. It's like having a son that's a faggot or a daughter that's a dyke. If you believe in this word, the first thing you're gonna look at these freaks and you're gonna be put off by it. First thing you do when you see it is gonna make you disgusted. All right,
kind,
understanding that the only thing or the only solution for them 9 times out of 10 will be destruction. This
kind. I
is
got a
Revelation.
couple of precept. Well, come with that precept you was coming with, brother, first, and I got a
Uh,
precept come behind that one.
this is Revelation 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. Also, the Most High was crucified, or Yahweh Shai was crucified. All right, so the dead bodies, it's going to come a day that it's going to be physically dead bodies, right? But in the scripture, what it's basically indicating is that the spiritually dead are all around us all the time. All right, listen to their conversation. Look at the way they hold themselves. Look at the way they conduct business. All right. It seems like they're completely off. But when you have the veil over your face, it's not an easy thing to see. The Most High has to take the veil from over your eyes to be able to see. It's like imagine, right? You
Kind,
walking around and you really can't see a damn thing. When you can finally see for the first time and you see everybody looking like monsters and fucking zombies and shit, bro, that'll terrify the fuck out of you. Your first thought is like, hey, let me get the hell away from them, because it's an astonishing thing. And coming in this truth, basically finding out that a lot of these people that are around us are spiritually dead. You seek to separate yourself from like the Walking Dead, man. Go ahead, I know. It's like,
kind, because I was at Little Caesars the other day, and I was talking to this guy. He had the cross on his hand, on his neck. I told him if I told you that ain't got nothing to do with the Son of Man or his father, would you still wear it? And he said, yeah, because it means salvation. Then it dawned on me that, the Most High shut his ass up. He's spiritually dead because the Most High don't want him to get this truth. And he's indoctrinated with that plantation Christianity that, he believed anything that the pastor tell him instead of him going into this book and trying to get this understanding. And the precept that I have is that Matthew 13 and 15 for no, let's go up 13 and 13. Because let me go up to 13 and 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why thou speakest unto them in parables? And he answered and said unto them, because it was given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it was not given. For whosoever, go ahead, speak, brother.
Oh no, hey, it wasn't given to the rest of you. 2/3 of our people, and the rest of these. I'm not even gonna. I don't even have to say much about these nations. 2/3 of our people just wasn't given to you to comprehend it on this side. Most has you set up to fall victim to an ill fate. Why? Comes all the way back down to the past, your past sins, man.
And this truth is hidden to them. They will never get this understanding of this gospel.
No.
Of this word. And I got a precept to go with that. Is 2 Corinthians 4 and 3, real quick. But if our gospel is hid, it's hid to them that are lost. And whom the Yahweh of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamasiah and the image of Yahweh will shine unto them. And the Most High ain't giving you this truth, understanding, knowledge in this the scripture. Hey, I could have been talking to a terror because he just didn't have no flavor of anything. He couldn't come out with one scripture or anything, and I started to understand why the elders be calling them wacky ass Christians, because they don't understand. They don't even know a scripture to try to even combat what I tell them.
No, all they do is start saying those power words. Well, I'm just too blessed to be stressed, or what's some other dumbass shit. God is good all the time and all this shit. Yeah, he's not
blessed and highly favored.
Right.
I'm saved because I believe. And then when he said that shit, I was like, man, you're not saved. Man, nobody's saved. Then I put that scripture on the true worshipers, because I told them that right there is a false image, and I told them that John 4:23. But the hour cometh, and now when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. Yahweh is a spirit, and they that worship must worship him in spirit and truth. And how you gonna worship something you wearing that cross, or you got that damn picture of that white Jesus in your house? You shouldn't have no pictures up on your wall of anything above the ground or under the ground.
Right.
I got something.
Go ahead, brother.
I got something because you said, you're saying he didn't even have no salt. And this is the book of, out of the book of John, or it's like Matthew 5 and 13. It says, ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing. Damn. But to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men.
Right.
You know.
Get that
And,
shit out of here, man. Get this buzz, this pussy ass, this raggedy ass shit out of here, man. This damn song ain't got no flavor, man. Throw this bitch out there so I can melt some ice. You know, what you doing in winter time? Get this song out there, bust up that ice and shit, and men trample all over that shit, you know?
God.
and,
Hey,
and
hey, hey,
kind of, I was watching on that scriptures that the elders did about them ex-ministers,
mhm.
and they
Yeah.
had no flavor in them. They was like dead bodies. Just reading
Oh,
the
yeah.
shit. They had a script. You know,
Mm,
it wasn't nothing spiritual coming out of them.
Well, you gotta think,
God.
brother, you know, for them to basically have that platform, they gotta sell their birthright. That's what selling your soul is, because it ain't shit left like the brother was reading. It basically ain't shit left of it. Once you
God,
sell, what good are we without our inheritance, man? What
God,
good
yeah,
is a servant with no inheritance? You know what I mean? Shit, you just a fucking servant, you know? And you look, at least we working hard and staying diligent because we know what we're going to receive. We're working to
God,
show that we're worthy of the inheritance. All these other
God,
cats casting it behind them, or 2/3 of our people is giving it right back to Esau so they can enjoy a little bit of pleasure on this side for a short period of time. You
God.
know?
We want what's coming in the world to come. We don't give a shit about anything that's in this world right
Uh,
now.
nah, bro. I mean, it's look, man. Let's just say this. Okay, let's say we had enough money to travel the world, right? Motherfucker go to Egypt. You go to Egypt, you ain't even got the correct people over there in Egypt right now. You got
God,
a bunch of fucking Ishmaelites everywhere claiming they Egyptians. Like, bro, you go to our better yet. You go to our homeland, right? You go to Israel. You go to Jerusalem. Matter of fact, it's filled with a bunch of fun boys and fun girls, a bunch of freaks and what have you, and demons and leprous devils, man.
God, ain't
Why
nothing
would
but a
I
bunch of faggots
see the
over there
world?
right now.
It's at its worst
And
right now.
you know, how is they the righteous people of the Lord, and they doing so much wickedness in the land?
Huh, huh.
King
And
sin.
you know what? Everybody doesn't hold them accountable for that. Matter of fact, not only do they not hold them accountable, but if you try to, then you'll be persecuted for it. What did Esau just start doing? They all of those war crimes that all those war crimes that Israel is really facing against those Ishmaelites over there, right? Or the Palestinians. Now, anybody that goes and investigates it, and basically any other country that goes and investigates it and says something is wrong, that is an international, pretty much a breach of its international treaties. What they do is they go back and they sanction the fuck out of them. They
God,
sanction them in the dirt and basically make it so you can't fucking live because everything is still basically connected for the most part to that American dollar. So they still have the ability to sanction people and it's still gonna do them damage. Them sanctions are still fucking up other countries, even though like the BRICS nations only like China's a BRICS nation. So is Russia. But they can still get sanctioned because that US dollar is behind a lot of that oil that they have, that petrodollar. And since they
God,
have that fractionalized reserve banking, they make it so if we tighten your arm over here, right? Because you came into league with us, we tighten your arm. Hey, if we break your arm, it's gonna be hard for you to make a living. Especially.
Slovakia. But these countries also is against them transgender, the homosexuality doctrine that this country and them phony ass Israelites push out about gay rights and transgender rights and all that bullshit. Because if a matter of fact, last week India said it was giving gays and homosexuals and transgenders rights, and last Saturday or Friday they made a treaty with the United States of America.
That's a damn shame.
But you see the connection. As soon as they give up rights to these faggots so they could go about doing as they please. Then they get their sanctions lifted off of them. Now they can freely deal with the United States any way they want to because they gave in to the gay rights. You could be you could be a faggot over there now, and it's against the law for anybody to try to persecute you or try to kill you on the street now. But back then, they could beat you and kill you in the middle of the street, set fire to you in the middle of the street, and nobody say nothing. They'll pat you on your back.
That's true. That is true. And now it's to the point. There you go, Revelation 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So these devils, the American dollar is plugged into everything. And like the brother was saying, unless you get down with democracy and start accepting that democracy, because democracy is gradualism. You know, you make these treaties with America, and what they do is they gradually start moving in that Western agenda. Women's libs, like in Saudi Arabia. They got them Saudi Arabians is over there beating these bitches up and fucking them up because they started letting them drive. They started letting women drive. And them men is all threatening them bitches. Like, even though they can drive, these women aren't quick to do it because they're afraid for their life. You know, Afghanistan goes by what they hadn't had an accident in 50 years, and then they started letting women drive, and they started having all these accidents and shit. You know, that shit just shows you it's the Most High. One, he works through gradualism because he'll gradually bring these plagues upon people. You know what I'm saying? Gradually, he know how to destroy. He know how to take the long route on your ass. You know, he's basically about the destruction of this place gradually, and that's the same thing that these Edomites. They basically took the idea of gradualism and started applying it to their democracy. So over time, say 30, 40 years down the line, you're like, damn, you know, America's pretty cool. All right, well, hey, man, we got something we want you to do, man. We want you to start giving women rights and start giving homosexuals rights. Oh, no, that's against customs and shit. No, we don't play that. I'm sorry, man. But don't do it. Yeah. Well, then let's put it to you like this. If you don't do it, then we're going to start taking all that funding and all that money that you owe us. We're going to start taking all of that stuff back. We're going to start garnishing.
Can I say something too?
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, that's why it's a big thing now with the term they got called like tariffs and sanctions and stuff like that because you know when countries don't get along and when countries are beefing or whatever the case may be, they start putting those different type of restrictions on each other's goods. So it's like a race between, you know, I can make you lose money. I can make this. I can make y'all lose money.
Right.
Lose different resources that
they call them trade
those
wars.
countries have.
And all wars start off at banker wars. And while you still buying their shit, they still making money off of your shit.
Basically.
Even though you ain't getting the money that you normally get, but they getting 2 or 3 times the amount that it costs for your product to be sold in the United States. That's the tariffs. When they put a tariff on you, it always be maybe double, maybe triple the amount what it normally costs for the shit to be in the first place.
That's that usury.
Go ahead.
No, that's basically charging usury. You know, basically, I'm inflating the prices of something that you have set a price on. I'm inflating the prices so I make more money off of it than you make less.
Okay.
So I'm basically making back my cut, but you're making even less of the amount that you use to process it, or like you said, to develop.
How the fuck does America have the right to even put tariffs on anybody when these motherfuckers is in 21 trillion, 21 plus in debt?
Okay.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You should be the last motherfucker putting sanctions on other people. You owe people.
Well, I read that. I read that one more time. That you said that, brother. That's Revelation 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. All of them pretty much. They're going back to Psalms. That everybody is pretty much came together under one single red banner to be confederate against us as a nation and to hold that pretty much the Legion of Doom. All right, they came together to keep us in bondage. And now that they made the bed with the devil, now they got to lay in it and shit. Because now the man of sin has been revealed, not just to us, but to the rest of these nations as well. Esau, like Ishmael, is kicking himself in the ass for ever even letting these devils over there, you know.
God,
But they couldn't stop because it was part of the Most High's plan. It says,
God,
and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And this is the consumer nation. This is a purely consumer nation. All right. When it comes to imports and exports as a nation, this place has more imports than any other place on the planet. So that's basically all the delicacies, all the flat screen TVs, all these different things that's manufactured. The Volkswagen, you know, that's a German car brand.
God,
Hondas, you know, automobiles, different designer wares and fragrances. All these things are manufactured in the different countries. Now they'll actually label it on the bottle and let you know it was labeled in Italy and shit like that. Some
God,
goddamn spaghetti sauce and shit. They'll let you some olive oil. They'll let you know this motherfucker was processed and bottled over here, you know, across seas in Italy or wherever it may be. But
God,
you know, it's pushed here, you know, because everybody wants to get on a shelf in America because that's basically how they're gonna make twice their money back because they know that this nation is gonna fucking it's gonna mass produce it, you know.
and God, that's how we know America's that whore, Babylon the Great, because
Uh,
Revelations,
uh,
it's that golden city.
uh, that golden city. They
I
ain't
got a
tell you
precept.
now it's just that golden shower city. You know what I'm saying? All it
Yeah.
is
Brother.
you starting to find out that damn rain ain't made of lemonade, man. That's piss. All right, because these devils is just that's basically all they doing is urinating on you, defecating on you. You know, and they getting a good joke out of it too. That's what it means to be on the bottom. Imagine those slaves that was on the bottom of those cargo slave ships. That means they caught all the fecal matter, the piss and shit. It fell all on them. They were the prime recipients of everybody's excrement. You know what I'm saying? And that's how
I
we are
bet.
in this place right now. We receiving all the excrement, you know, and now it's waist deep. It's neck deep to Jake. Soon as it start getting in, and these niggas are so slow, they ain't gonna do shit till they get in their mouth. All right? Because how the only way you gonna really get Jake riled up and ready to do something is if you fuck with they Section 8 and fuck with their food stamps, man.
God,
Start messing with the way they eat. Yeah, that black bitch can't get them chicken McNuggets and that damn horse meat, that Whopper, that what they had that bacon flavored ice cream. You see what I'm saying? These motherfuckers can't have them delicacies anymore. They start acting a certain way, you know. Um, got one more scripture, Salakia. Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because right now we are spiritually minded individuals. That's why we only associate with each other. I'm not gonna do gonna hang out with some nigga that I was a pen pals with in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Or something. Hey, what's up, dog? Man, these bitches out. I'm at Magic City, and we not about that. You know, we sit down and we having spiritual conversations. Like even before we started up this camera, that was basically all our conversation was, seasoned with salt through the spirit, man. All
God,
right? We weren't talking about, you know what I'm saying, that LeBron James going to the Lakers, and we weren't talking about basically the NFL, how the Lions and how the goddamn motherfucking the Green Bay Packers is doing this shit.
God,
That shit
I used to be carnal minded on that shit, but
me
now
too, brother.
get
You
the
know,
fuck.
me too. And that shit is just so silly now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It says because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High. All right. So that's to be spiritually. That's basically being a state of zombiness. You know, when you're a zombie in this world, you can't please the Most High. You know, because what does he say? He's the God of the living, not the dead. You know.
and a lot of these spiritually dead people are caught up in this media shit, these TV shows,
Social
basketball wives,
media,
and all that bullshit. You
Huh.
know,
that's social media.
God,
Oh yeah, that social media is a monster, man. You know that you basically gave, and I'm gonna be real with you. You basically gave a platform to the most attention hungry people to receive uh glorification from other attention hungry
God,
people all day and night. Like especially a woman. Like what are they doing? What happened when you gave these hoes this social media and shit
Man,
like that or camera phones? Go ahead and put in amateur teens, anything. I don't give a shit.
God,
Amateur teen breasts, amateur teen titties.
God,
damn,
Look, you gonna fuck around and overload your goddamn phone, man, or your goddamn computer. Cause there's so many of these young motherfuckers out here that's flooding the internet with the whoredoms and freedoms of this nation and the wines of this fornication. Hey, they doing just like Aleister Crowley put out. They doing as thou wilt, man. That
God,
they got that Nike just do it spirit, you know.
hey, they got wicked content out there.
Gone, gone, straight up, you know, straight up. The ninth verse said, "But we are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the spirit of the Most High dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the spirit of Mashiach, it is none of his, or he is none of his." All right, the Most High ain't dealing. If you a zombie, the Most High is not dealing with you. If you ain't got the spirit, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is just not dealing with you. All right,
God,
that means even you up to be destroyed in a million different ways, man. It's a million ways to die in this piece, man. All right. It says, and if Mashiach be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the spirit is life because of righteousness. Right. And so it's the
God,
opposite way with y'all of the world. You know, they're dead in the spirit and alive in the body, like we were saying earlier. You'll look at some of these men and women, they'll be well put together. They look very good and attractive, you know what I'm saying, and healthy and shit. But their spirit is just rotted. It's fucked up.
Hell
God,
And
yeah.
you'll look at a woman and think like, man, this woman is fine and look like she's just clean and keep herself together. And you talk to her and she just starts saying this and that, niggas ain't shit, and just, you know, that she start resembling or she
God,
start basically giving you an image of what's truly on the inside of her. Same thing with these niggas, you know, Derek Jeter, all of these athletes and these well put together singers and dancers and shit. And guess what? When you hear them speak, you start hearing a lot of the dumbass shit that's within them, man. You know,
God,
because nothing
Yeah,
good
you
coming.
might try to be super cool with somebody at work. You know, you might have that one Jake or that one person, whatever, that you kind of gravitate to that want to talk to you and shit. You start talking to him, you're like, damn, I can't talk to this motherfucker no more, man. He's
Yep.
saying all types of crazy shit. You know what I'm
Yep.
God,
saying? Talking about
Huh.
committing adultery, talking about smoking weed, talking about
Oh,
all types of bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? He'll say one good thing, but then he'll say all some good shit, but that one bad thing just turn you off. You'd be like,
yep.
damn.
Yep. It's not bro. Usually, a lot of times it be some adultery or something. Man, I just fucked this
Yeah.
nigga bitch the other day. You
don't
like,
feel
man? Oh, I can't deal with this dude. You know,
Yeah,
you
or you'll
can't
see
even
a
let
chick and shit. You'll see a chick and
con.
shit like, oh, I think she got a man. Like, oh shit, that don't matter to me. Shit.
Oh
You know?
man, with that old ass. What your man got to do with me? I
Yeah,
gotta.
yeah.
I ain't trying to hear that. See, that's a nigga, man.
You know,
That nigga needs to be destroyed, man. You can't reason with no nigga like that. You don't see
man.
nothing wrong with fucking somebody else's woman and sending her back home. But as soon as somebody do something to that nigga's woman,
Yeah,
this motherfucker's
right.
ready to fucking burn down the city and shit.
Shit, want to kill somebody.
Yeah, going to kill everybody except the bitch. He want to kill
Yeah.
the nigga. He want to kill his homies that want to stick up for the nigga. He want to do all of this shit while his bitch is just sitting back crying and shit. You know,
God.
and he gonna forgive her over time because she gonna get to sucking his rod the way he like and get to riding and shit. She gonna put that pussy on him, and that simp ass nigga that's dead from the neck up is just gonna be like, "Oh man, you better not do it again, bitch. All right, I won't do it again, daddy. Please don't hurt me." Like, man, get the fuck
No,
out of here.
shit.
And
Fuck
that's all
that
it takes
shit.
for. That's all it takes for a beta male. He hear them soft words and shit, and he get to showing his belly like a goddamn dog and shit, man. Get to rolling on his back and showing his goddamn belly and shit. Rub my belly ass niggas, man. You know? That's
Yeah, hey, that's right, man. Because you know, man, what brothers talking about, man, it's just a perpetual society. It's just a cycle, man, that's going on and on. That's every day with these people out here, man. Predominantly, who are people, man? Negroes,
uh,
Latinos, and Native Americans. You see
God.
this shit every day, man, and they walking up and down the street, and they doing their daily what they living their daily lives, not knowing that the Lord does not agree with their life, with their lifestyles, man. You know what I'm saying?
God.
They don't agree that they don't want to worship the Lord, and they actually despise the words of the Lord, man. So,
God.
what the Lord gonna do? The Lord gonna have to handle them. And I got a precept real quick.
God.
Um, this is the book of uh, Isaiah 1, and I'm gonna just start at 19 and read. It says, "If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. But if ye refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword. For the
mm.
mouth of the Lord have spoken it."
Woo.
Uh,
Wait. You said the mouth of the Lord, because last time I checked, brother, Yahweh didn't come down here, or Yahweh Shai didn't come down and start speaking to none of these niggas and not get a knock on your door like, who is it? As Yahweh Shai. No, better yet, he gonna come in like he gonna have two bald headed bitches knock on the door like they from Wakanda and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then the fucking
God,
lights is gonna flicker and Yahweh Shai is gonna be standing in your fucking living room. Two bald headed bitches, they slam their spears down and then Yahweh Shai gonna be standing before, hey man, I just want to tell you, man, you fucking up, okay? You fucking
God.
up
yeah.
right now and you need to return
Message.
to the Lord. He sent the men of the Lord to tell her that, man. He have men established on this planet, right? That's set up to tell you what the fuck is going down, whether you can
Oh
receive it or
yeah,
not.
but they don't look at us like that, dog. They just think we some random ass niggas.
Oh yeah, all day. Look at the way this nigga's dressed. He can't be a man of the Lord, motherfucker. Look at his shoes. That nigga ain't got no goddamn designer brands names on. This nigga can't, man. Why would the Lord send a nigga here this broke? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. It
No.
reads on to say, "How is the faithful city become an harlot? It was
God.
full of judgment, righteousness lodged in it, but now murderers
Mm.
say, Thy silver is become dross, thy wine mixed with water."
If you don't
Man,
mind
you
me
know,
saying that,
yeah, go
Salakia.
ahead.
I want to say dross. Dross is when they heat up, like let's say when you take gold or silver and you dig it up out of the earth. Well, what they do is they refine it, and during the refining process, you got like other metals that may like you might get gold with a little copper in it, or a little zinc, or something different of elements that might kind of blend in with it. So what they do during the refining process is they heat it down and they separate the dross. The dross is all the other metals or all the other earthen material that they separate to from it to make it pure gold. You know. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, Kyle, you got it on point because we was that beautiful city, man. We was that righteous, faithful city. Jerusalem. Israel. You know what I'm saying? We was a people before a place, but
Con.
now, man, we came into this captivity, and this is the worst captivity yet, because we ain't got the names of Yahba Shimmy Shai. But you got some niggas, you got niggas, you give niggas a platform to fucking sell their motherfucking soul, and to say that being an Israelite is wrong. Your ass is definitely the Walking Dead. Y'all the chief zombies, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers with the bald heads and women that's out of order talking with the scriptures and midst of men. Y'all the fucking head honcho zombies, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the really dross ones. Y'all the ones that's unrighteous. You know. Now, but our people look at them as being the mouthpiece of the Lord. You know.
When they got the scripture in Isaiah, where it talk about the shepherds of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Are false.
Oh, yeah.
It's talking about the false shepherds of the Lord. You know, like the brothers had, started jumping on Queffalo Dollar. I mean TD Snakes. You know, because that big fat greasy nigga was basically, they called him contradicting himself. You know.
Oh yeah, that nigga was contradicting himself. Fucking.
That's an unstable motherfucker. You know, double-minded man.
Right.
You know, he was going to say he's part of the Eagle tribe on his father's side, but now he's not an Abraham. Some shit like that. You know, fuck that nigga, man. That nigga doing that shit so he can keep getting them white dollars. He don't give a fuck about Jake filling his churches, because Jake ain't got money to give him that money that he getting right now.
He getting paid by Esau, man. Niggas is doing bad now, man.
Jake ain't running to buy his books.
Okay.
I don't know, man. A black bitch ain't joking, dog. Hey, that bitch, look, hold a door prize. Have a little barbecue or something and have some door prizes for these hoes, a little raffle. Put that goddamn TD Jakes book up there, man, or quit right next to Queffalo Dollars. Man, you'll fuck around, man. These dumbass bitches don't even know how to read hardly. They'll be then fucked each other up just to say they got their book, man.
Now, you know, hey, black men ain't buying it. Slakia, let me say it right.
There you go, There man.
But these women will buy any damn thing. You know, just because they think they gotta have it, they'll just go buy it. Don't even need it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's a damn shame that we in one of all things, especially our women, because they see some shit that Louis Vuitton or Gucci or Guess, some shit that everybody wearing, or a new Coach purse. They gotta have that shit.
They do. But don't even hey, look, I tell you right now, if these motherfuckers announce the iPhone 11, man, you gonna fuck her like right now. It just have an emergency announcement all around the world. At one point in time, I'm talking about, like, I don't give a fuck what time it is across over there in Russia, anywhere. You put out an emergency announcement right now and say, the new iPhone 11 just came out today. Bro, motherfuckers will leave work. They won't even go to work the next day. I ain't seen motherfuckers, they'll camp out for 3-4 days and put their house up, or they put their mortgage of their house up just to get that motherfucker. All right, because now the newest one is iPhone 10. Put out an iPhone 11. Let them know, hey, tell them what the motherfucker change colors. Do some kind of, it don't even have to be the goddamn, the glass on the phone is bulletproof. All right? The motherfucker shines like a diamond. They call it the diamond edition. These motherfuckers will fuck around and put they'll leave the damn baby at home. I got to go get this phone. I'll be right back. You telling the baby like the baby going to be straight, man. You know?
That's the reason why when we tired of you motherfucking Jakes, and we can't stand y'all motherfuckers. That's the reason why it bring good news to us when we hear that 230 y'all gonna die. We get happy, we get joy in our heart when we hear that 230 y'all motherfuckers gonna die, because we hate y'all.
Right, right, and they hate us. It's not even like it's a give of love or hate. Motherfucker, I hate you, you hate me, motherfucker. This ain't nothing mutual and shit. hey, we or better yet, we reciprocating each other's energy. All right. You know, when I look
They
at a
don't hate
nigga,
us.
man,
They hate the words that's come out of our mouth because they hate Yahweh. Because
con,
they hate His laws,
con,
statutes, and commandments.
con,
They don't hate us. They hate the Most High because
con.
even Yahweh said they hated me before they hated you.
Right, con.
You know,
And
hey,
that's number one example. Con.
and,
And it,
and Yahweh said, if you love me, do my command, do my commandments. I'm
con.
roughly saying it,
Oh no,
but
no, no. You're right. Hey,
you know,
con.
they don't love him.
No,
They love that they can do all the sinning they can do all through the week and go to church on Sunday and feel good about themselves when they come out looking at that bullshit because church ain't nothing but a show. It ain't
what is
really
like the Harley houses, brother? It's the Harley houses. You right? They
yeah,
go up in there, and it's basically like a minstrel show. You know,
it is. It's a musical.
con. Or
You
they go
know,
up in there. A lot of people don't think about that though. Like when they see bitches, like you see 12 or 13 bitches shaking their ass in a video in a bikini, or even these fine ass women all up on the damn choir and shit singing. How many? Just think to yourself next time you see some shit like that. How many of these women are on their period? How many of them? You see what I'm
it's a
saying?
musical, and the Most High, he don't even want to hear the singing. These
You know?
damn gospel songs and all that bullshit. He hates
You
to hear
know?
your vows, your
That
songs.
shit not even. That shit don't even be rocking like that. Anyways, like that.
Well,
That
it's
is
Yeah,
not
country.
even. Okay, the last decent shit was Kirk Franklin, and that was decent. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man,
Other than
man,
that, the shit is
man.
whack,
No,
man.
no, 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 no,
all
no,
this
no,
shit is
brother.
bullshit
Yeah, I
because
know one. I know one that was more recent than that big head nigga cornbread Kirk. Uh, what they have? That
oh
that
God,
that big fat ass nigga Marvin Sapp, his big greasy ass that never could have made it and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Never
yeah.
could have
That was
made
rocking
it
too.
without you. I
God,
would have
I
lost it
would
all.
have lost it all.
But
God,
now I see. This nigga basically, but a lot of people don't know because we preached against Marvin Sapp because he from Grand Rapids, if I'm not mistaken, and this
God,
motherfucker got a church out here. He got a church called Kingdom Square. And so we cut him up. We cut him up on a couple of occasions, man. This is back in the day and shit, but it was like that nigga don't have no response for that shit. His congregation didn't have no response.
yeah.
I mean,
about a
and don't
show.
realize, huh?
It's about a show.
Yeah.
The well favored pastors are the ones that can sing. If
Yeah.
the pastor
Oh,
can't
oh,
sing
oh,
worth a
yeah.
shit, they ain't
Yeah.
they ain't looked at him as a high state motherfucking pastor. You know, if a
Hey,
pastor just can preach and preach and preach and can't sing behind that shit, he ain't
right,
putting on a good show.
right. And
And
that's that. But that's what Hey, that's Chuck E. Cheese for these niggas, man.
God,
Because
it's just an
what?
entertainment.
Yep.
It's just a distraction because he ain't teaching you the true gospel of this book. He ain't teaching you understanding of these scriptures. He ain't teaching you precept upon precept. He ain't teaching you these milk scriptures.
Con. Well, I
He
mean,
ain't teaching
you
knowledge.
look at all of these preachers from Queflo Dollar to T.D. Snakes to Joel Osteen to I forgot what the Edomite bitch's name was, but
Joyce,
basically they all look like you
Joyce,
know, yeah,
Joyce
Joyce
Myers.
May or Meyer
Joyce.
or something, yeah. All of them just look like the cast of Chuck E. Cheese, man. You ever been to Chuck E. Cheese before and you see all them animatronic motherfuckers up there dancing and singing
Yeah.
and shit. And then they
God,
feed you in that abominable ass pizza. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm,
got yourself a dinner and a cheap ass dinner and a cheap ass show, man. And then what did
mm.
everybody do afterward? They go get a bunch of tokens and start playing skee ball and all this bullshit to earn some fucking bullshit ass prizes that you could have bought at the store for half the price, man. It's just the show.
Nah.
they ain't teaching shit. They. if you're supposed to be teaching the Lord's people, you're supposed to be teaching them wisdom because this book is our heritage and our wisdom and our knowledge and understanding. And when the people are supposed to look at us, they be saying that. Matter of fact, let me grab that.
Well, shit, they supposed to be prophesying. Shoot.
Right.
Prophesying destruction in this place, man.
Right. Oh hell no, they shit. Them motherfuckers over there, they one of the leading headliners behind the destruction of this place, man. You know, they over there, look, they over there losing their goddamn minds on them damn Ishmaelites, man. I just saw something now. You know, Ishmael's so damn silly and shit. So this little 10-year or 11-year-old boy just got killed because some object hit him in his face so goddamn hard it shattered this motherfucker's skull, man. You know what I'm saying? It basically split this motherfucker's wig, and they don't know if it was a bullet, a canister, they don't know what it is. But you know, he was over there at that front gate, so between Palestine and Israel, call itself pro. Some stupid motherfucker let their child out there, and now the motherfucker's dead, you know, and people are mad about the shit. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, well, what the fuck was he doing out there in the first place? You know?
They got this little movement, those Israelis, a little movement, this bitch Tamimi. She like
that nurse bitch.
Yeah, she might be a confusion of face though, because she be leading the charge with they ass fucking them little Palestinian soldiers up, you know.
Did
but
she get killed? Did she die? Didn't she?
No, she got locked up for a minute, but she out now.
That little decent looking ass leprous demon. Yeah.
But
hair, yeah. And she did that, slap that soldier, but she's let that have been let that girl have been a so-called Palestinian or Ishmaelite. You know, they would have fucking slaughtered that girl. They would have beat her up, and they would have raped her, and then they would have fucking locked her up indefinitely, if not killed her, man.
I know.
They show that she's some kind of now that little girl is supposed to be some kind of you know,
freedom fighter
movement. This is Isaiah 29 and 9. It says, "Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink." Right, going all the way back to the wine of the fornications of this devil, man. As you know, basically came out with it in Revelation. You know?
I like that that watered down wine. Bach came out with that scripture. You know, you getting a watered down version of this gospel. You know, what they teach you is to keep you going off. You know, for these other nations still be over us, because a true person that's been sent by the Most High, hey, he should tell you to turn away from evil and do the righteous things. He wouldn't tell you do as you could do whatever you can. Just come to church and
tell you do as thou wilt in this bitch.
Yeah. I got a scripture real quick. Deuteronomy 4:5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgment, even as the Most High my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither thou goest. And this is the reason why we're not in the land that we're supposed to be in right now, because we refuse to walk in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High to the best of our ability. You know, hey, the Most High don't want us to motherfucking sin. But we were so wicked, you know, after the Most High brought us out of the land of Egypt. They was like, can the Most High make bread, make a table for us for we could eat? You know, all kind of bullshit.
Right, saying some proud shit.
You know, always speaking against the Most High and Moses. Verse 6, therefore,
and shit like that. God.
Yeah. And Moses just doing his job. He was giving what the Most High told him to do. The Most High put the words in his mouth, and that's what he did. He gave the words that Most High told him to say. And he said, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations. which
Right.
shall hear all these statutes, and say, surely a great nation and a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great whom have Yahweh so nigh unto them? These other
No,
nations don't have the Most High. We do.
no.
But y'all want to be some motherfucking be like the wicked.
Right. You want to be just like you want to be just like Uncle Esau and Uncle and Auntie Esau, man.
Good.
I want my 4 acres and a mule. I deserve this shit. Like motherfucker, you don't deserve shit with death. Honestly. Hey brother, when somebody tell you that they saved again, you just respond and you tell them, yeah, motherfucker, you saved for destruction. Okay?
God.
Because we the only ones that got a God. They don't have shit.
Right.
They don't have nothing. Everything they have is made up.
Yep. Breathless idols. These motherfuckers praying to statues and shit. That punk ass statue ain't did a motherfucking thing.
Even these gods of wood and stone that you worship, that motherfucking cross.
Right. That cross ain't gonna, it ain't gonna, look, they think that cross, they be looking at them movies and shit where a motherfucker gets shot and then everybody think he dead and they all sad and then the motherfucker's like alive and he take out his shirt and it be a cross, the motherfucking bullet, then hit the goddamn cross and saved his life and shit. Hit it. The Lord
Right.
is with this man. You know? That shit'd be a joke, man. You be like, man, that shit ain't gonna happen.
Man,
That motherfucking bullet be them busted through that cross and pushed the cross up in this nigga's lungs and probably did more damage and shit, man.
God, hey,
I
these
know.
motherfuckers cross themselves out when they rock that shit or put that shit
Yeah,
in their house.
God. That's all they do. They cross it, but see, and say, hey, and say put a mark on those that sigh and that cry for the abominations that done. Well, shit, they
God,
also got a mark on the wicked as well. And then when
God,
that mark, they hang it up in their house or they wear it on their chest. That's a mark for destruction in all actuality. This
God.
is all. Go ahead.
Man, that scripture right there is deep, especially the scriptures after it. Slay young and old, man,
Uh,
woman, and maiden. Man, the most.
Ezekiel
Yeah,
9, bro. That's one of my favorite scriptures because it's letting you know that young, old, women, and children can get it too. Some
God,
reason people, a child to die or something, and they'll be like, "Why God? Why him?" You know, like, well, bitch, the Most High did do it. Now, what is it gonna do? Is it gonna shake up your faith now? Now that your little nephew then died and shit, and he was a little baby, and you gonna tell him that you telling the Most High he didn't deserve this, Lord. Like, bitch, he's the one the Most
God.
High did it. He's the one that
Hey,
made it
God, that's one of
transpire.
my favorite scriptures. To go with it, with the with
Ezekiel 9.
Ezekiel 9:4. That go with Zechariah 3 and 13 and 8, 13 and 9.
Zechariah 13 and 9. Yeah,
God,
because
because
2/3 of these motherfuckers got to be destroyed, man.
when the 2/3 get cut off and die, hey, the Most High, he ain't caring about if you're young or old or you're a man or whatever. Hey, have no pity for him.
Huh, huh. Hey, this is
In
no
fact,
mercy.
Ezekiel 9:4, and the Lord said unto them, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of the city and through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations thereof, that be
Now
done
that's
in
how
the midst
they
thereof.
cry. We was out there preaching this weekend on Saturday, and we look up at Big Beast, and we see this damn devil come stepping out. And you know, that's a male. He was a male devil. You know, dressed like a regular man, but the motherfucker had breast implants, man. That motherfucker had breasts, you know. Like I ain't talking
What the
about like
fuck?
straight up titties, like Marilyn Manson did. Back in the day, that song that "We're All Stars Now" in
Man,
the dope show, and he had them titties and shit. You know, now that's just a common thing now. You know, for these freaks to walk around. You know what I'm saying? And just have titties and shit, bro. Like, you know, he was
God,
just like a straight up man with a beard and shit or something, and then muscular. but you got a size C cup on your ass and shit with the hard nipples and everything.
Hey, it was a thing that walked past us. I was confused. I didn't know it was a man or a woman because I couldn't tell.
Man,
Because hey man, it's so messed up right now. You don't know what is a woman and what is a man now.
right. Well, that just shows you, because back in the day, women were attracted to real men. Now they attracted to the most bitch made niggas they can find. Nigga
Shit, they
got a
love
pink
themselves. They rather
gun.
be with another woman.
That's true. That's true. And
You
that just
know,
shows you
hey,
how fucked up this raggedy ass shit is, man.
they love with them batteries.
Uh, the machines. Now they got
Yeah,
the damn machine. Now they got the machine. They put the damn, the dildo on the end and they get the pump in their ass. Like it got a piston on it or something.
yeah,
And now bitches, and it's kind of love.
hey,
He said a piston.
This bitch is off the chain, man. But you just
man,
go
they
to
love
show,
them
man. That's
dice.
why that's what happens when you give. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what happens when you give a woman too many choices, man.
Yeah.
You know, you
Hey,
give,
hey, like Cat Williams used to say, they done messed up their coochies.
yeah,
They don't
and
put their
broke the bitch.
coochies out.
That bitch,
Hey,
well, look, it's broken. Can't
Cat,
that's things that they do to themselves that can't no man, no natural man follow up on.
They desensitized themselves, man. This is fucked
Gun,
up.
gun. I was telling the brother that we were talking about earlier. They get the you see these flicks, these motherfuckers get to putting them big horse dildos up in their pussy, and,
Man.
and they pulling it out and all this cream come out, but all you see is a gaping hole. You see what I'm saying? And now
Cat.
and now when she come get with you, she always wants you to fuck her in her ass and shit because she ain't got no walls or some gay ass shit.
Man.
this, whole- this whole place. Look, this is Isaiah 29:16. It says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay." Everything is turned upside down.
Cat.
Damn.
Everything is just the world itself is out of course. It ain't look, these bitches are so confused. You're not supposed to give her all these choices. You understand? You're supposed to basically set it up. Look, back in the day, the analogy you made again. What do they do? You go out somewhere to get something to eat, get a burger to eat. You say, baby, what you want to eat? You don't order first. You let her order first. What she gonna do? Um, hmm. I don't know what you getting. She gonna ask you what you get. She gonna ask
Yeah.
the man what he's getting. Look, man, let me get two double cheeseburgers, plain with a what the fuck you want? An orange soda? You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. Get the fuck on. Go. Excuse me. Uh, says,
Oh,
surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. But shall the work say to him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing that framed him, a frame say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? That also goes back to what I not said so far as these bitches out here wanting to be with another woman, or these faggots out here walking. Oh, excuse me, these fun boys, these muddy buddies
oh
walking around
shit.
here with a size, with titty implants. You know what I'm saying? And or walking around here dressed like a woman, saying that they always felt like they should have been a woman since they were a little boy. The Most High, that's basically you telling the Most High he messed up. He didn't have no understanding. I was supposed to be a girl and shit. Like what?
He don't make
Tell
no
me,
mistake.
I got
come,
I got some.
come.
This Isaiah 3, I'm gonna start at 11. It says, "Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him." Verse 12, "For my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err,
Mm.
and destroy the way of the paths."
That
Yeah,
sounds
if
like
I could say this
democracy,
too.
brother.
Yeah, kind. If I could say, because like the brother, briefly mentioned about women, ultimately, man, how the real way is supposed to be in your alpha state. You're supposed to go somewhere, tell her she getting this, or you order, you know, basically order for her and things of that nature, and you leading the damn woman. But when the man is getting led by a woman, when you see that shit out in public in these types of days, these niggas look like zombies and shit, man. These niggas look going back to these niggas is dead. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
They just look lost, man, because
appreciate.
this nigga just got his mouth all open, like, yeah, baby, I gotta, yeah, whatever she want, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Pushing the stroller and shit
And
like
that's
that,
what they
man.
say. That's what they be saying. They got that nigga wide open and shit. Yeah. Bitches be having
Yeah,
this shit
man.
wide open. Sorry, go ahead.
Uh, uh,
Yeah,
uh, uh,
con.
um,
Go ahead, I know.
Romans 1:20. For the visible things of him from this creation, the world is clearly seen, being understood by the parts that made even the eternal power and Godhead that they are without cause. Because that when they knew Yahweh and glorified him not as Yahweh, neither was they thankful, became vain of their own imagination, and their foolish hearts was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changing the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image like a corruptible man, and two birds, four-footed beasts, creeping thing. Wherefore Yahweh gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to
Right. That's
dishonor
going
their
after
own body.
worshiping all those idols, like the brother said so far as that cross. You know, you wearing this cross on your neck, like that's gonna save you, man. You
Yeah,
know, you got these statues and shit of dogs and cats, and you praying to them, or you think that they gonna what did they say? They got a lot of these gargoyles and shit around their houses or above their buildings to keep evil spirits away and shit like that, man. The Most High is what he control all spirits. So, that's just a devil in your mind to think that stupid shit, man. So like go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
God, between themselves, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. It be so. For the cause God gave them up to vile affections, for even they women did change their natural use unto which it was against nature. And
Mm.
kind of when women, y'all got them battery electrical electronical devices in your motherfucking well, it's not sex because only a man and a woman can have sex. So y'all pleasing each other. Y'all not having sex. Two men can't have sex, and two women can't have sex. So that's just abomination. That's a
Hey,
confusion.
I know, and a lot of our women, man, the tribes, man, they just flat out shit. If man, they just lesbians, man. They say bisexual and stuff like that, man. They really dig on women. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
They really fuck with women and is really attracted to certain women, man. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Don't be
And,
surprised when fucking these bitches say, uh, don't tell you. They really is, man.
Oh
and,
yeah.
and just because they with another woman don't mean that they're gonna be faithful. Because once a cheater, always a fucking cheater.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it don't matter if you think because you with a woman, she gonna be more faithful to you. It don't matter, motherfuckers. Just the way this carnal ass world is, motherfuckers cheat. Hey, women cheat.
That's true. That's
You
true,
know,
because you got it to where a nigga he'll take some other man, a nigga will take another nigga's bitch, all right, because all three parties is fucked up, all right. So you have this nigga taking another nigga's bitch, and he'll boo, and she'll leave that nigga, and he'll keep this bitch, right, like she ain't gonna fucking do the same thing to his ass. Like, how did you get her?
Yep.
God,
You got this bitch you stole her from another man. Like, what the fuck you think? You think she loyal?
God. Hey, these hoes ain't loyal.
Ain't
They
shit.
just
Look, these
in that
bitches
feeling that
ain't
you give them
loyal
right
at
then and
all.
there.
They ain't loyal and they ain't royal. So stop calling. Well, we know the whole understanding behind queen, which is qua'an, which is a harlot or a whore. All right, so
God.
we know the real meaning of queen, but these bitches ain't loyal and these bitches ain't royal, man. You know what I'm saying?
And you know the meaning of diva too. And it ain't got nothing to do with being righteous.
Right. Oh hell no. Well, look at the ones that portrayed the image of being divas. Like recently, aren't they still talking about Aretha Franklin's fat ass?
God, her
Are they
stiff
still
ass,
talking?
dead stiff ass. You know,
Kind. They still
They
talking
was
about
talking about
this
you know
big
what
obese
the
slut.
going on. What I was hearing, they was talking about she every day they put her in a new pair of different outfit.
Oh
I
yeah,
ain't
son.
I ain't even looked at her old ass in that casket because I ain't give a fuck.
No, man, hell no. What, to see this dead ass body in a change of apparel? Don't that shit don't seem weird to you? You know what I'm
God.
saying? And then
And
on
on
top
top
of
of that,
that, you all making yourself unclean for this big fat ass bitch that did nobody really like when she was alive in the first place. You
God,
just any bitch that act like a diva, she's a bitch. She's a real bitch. That's basically saying that she has the right to be a bitch to everybody because she's a diva.
Yeah.
Only other bitches that are bitches to other people can understand where she's coming from. Like, no,
because
man, that shit is madness, man. You just two dumbass bitches that understand each other because y'all on the same fucking frequency, you know?
God. And we was in the kingdom, it wouldn't be none of that shit. It'll be straight up soon as she's dead. They just put her ass in a tomb and just be done with it. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
fucking taking off clothes and be touching her over and over again.
Right. And bond, and then the whole technique they do to preserve the body, that came from Egypt, man.
God,
That's that all that Egyptian bullshit. But that's really part of
God.
our customs anyway. I mean, to a lower degree of preparing the body and wrapping it in linens and stuff. That's really our custom that we basically left in Egypt when we left from there. You know what I'm saying? Those are basically the customs that Joseph and Jacob and the rest of our forefathers took to Egypt in the first place. How to prepare a
God,
body. They just took it to the next level and shit. Preparing it for
God,
the afterlife and doing all this weird shit. You know what I'm saying? And putting
But
embalming fluid up in your ass and shit. You know,
niggas
shit.
and
love
shit.
overdoing shit
Nowadays,
though.
hey, it's like brother. Nowadays, you embalming yourself with the food that you eat.
That's true. That's true. That's true as a bitch. And, they put a lot of embalming fluids in these alcohols and shit. You
God,
know,
Yeah.
yeah, you fucking take your ass, especially like, and people think it's just in other countries. No, it's in America. You put a little embalming fluid with these other chemicals and it's Four Locos and shit like that. And like the brother
God,
said, like they do. I found out they did that shit real heavy in Iraq and Korea. Iraq, these motherfuckers sell alcohol to a motherfucking shit. A lot of them motherfuckers gotta be careful because the shit is laced with embalming fluid, man. And these motherfuckers, a lot of them don't give a shit. They just trying to get fucked up and forget about that beheading they saw yesterday.
God.
Um,
When I was in the world, they was lacing weed with embalming fluid.
yeah, they still do that. They call that shit getting wet. Yeah. Fucking that bullshit, man. These niggas be out here butt ass naked and shit, wilding out. Now I've seen a
Mm.
couple of motherfuckers, bro. That shit be crazy. Big ass nigga out here butt ass naked with some seem like superhuman strength and shit, bro. You know? All these motherfuckers don't do shit, but basically leave themselves open to be basically inhabited by these unclean spirits, man.
God.
Um,
And man, these motherfuckers don't care about any damn thing. They don't care about their bodies. All they give a fuck about is having a good time. You know,
right,
you
right.
know. If it,
They,
they want, if ain't nothing going on, they gotta see somebody fight or somebody fucking up each other. That's entertainment to them. You know,
right,
you
right,
know.
right. That's
This
true.
place is spiritually dead.
Right. It's finished, man. And then that's why the inhabitants of it, what does it say? As the king saw the people, or as the ruler saw the people. So
God,
um, this is Isaiah 29:10. For Yahweh hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes, the prophets and your rulers, the seers, hath he covered. So, 2/3 of our people is basically finished. The people that they serve, that they follow, or that have any standing in this life, they are wicked as hell, man. The Most High put the spirit of deep sleep on a lot of you motherfuckers. That's why you able to live the American dream. But the fucked up thing about the American dream is this ride is coming to an end, you know, And now that it's coming to an end, this shit ain't so fun. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like
because
being
these
on
people on opioids, huh?
con,
Okay.
con,
But you
yes,
know, hey, it was no problem as long as Jake was killing themselves off of that shit. You
right,
know, crack cocaine was no problem as long as Jake was killing themselves. You know,
right.
heroin was no problem when Jake was killing himself. It
Mm-hmm.
became a problem when Becky, the senator daughter, was ODing off of that shit. Or what's that singer bitch that OD'd off of
Amy
that shit and
Winehouse.
then turn around. One of them,
Amy Winehouse.
Brandy bitch, her boyfriend OD'd and died off of that shit.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but it
And
was
Bobby
a
Whitney.
black person. If it was a black
And
person, you
then
wouldn't hear
Bobby.
this shit.
And yeah, yeah. And I saw that. I saw, firsthand when opioid addiction happened because it started in the military first. It went from the
True.
military and then hit the
Done.
streets, man. Because we getting so
Because
much
back in the
pain and
'70s,
shit.
they was doing that heroin back then.
Time. Oh yeah,
And
Jake was heavy
that
on
what
that
gave Frank
motherfucker.
Lucas the idea of cutting out the middleman and become his own heroin dealer.
Yeah, time. And who was Frank Lucas? Frank Lucas was a Jake plugged in real heavy, and he came up with his own plug on that. And then what happened? Esau wanted a piece of that shit, man. You know. But the ones that introduced Jake to that bullshit in the first place was the devil. These niggas never really even knew about Tyrone in the hood didn't come up with the fucking formula of cooking up crack, man. That was the LSD. They didn't make that shit. The whole concept of that came from so-called white man, Edom, Esau, man. The whole concept of these drugs, a lot of those drugs were created in Sweden. They was actually created by the Swedish, man, and put in the heavy rotation just like they are today. The crack cocaine was created in a lab in Sweden, the formula of it and the actual, it was lab tested. It's so easy that even a nigga can do it.
God.
Continuing on, Isaiah 29 and 11 says, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I praise thee. And he says, I cannot, for it is sealed. Right. You thinking you going over into these seminary schools, you know what I'm saying? These biblical seminary schools and you think it's your pastor, you went to the deaconship training and shit, and you think your pastor or your bishop, he's over you and you think he taught you well and all of this other bullshit. And when it really comes down to it, they don't know the word. All right. It was delivered onto them and they couldn't comprehend it, but they was able to make a profit. So it stuck. It says and a book and a and the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he says, I am not learned. Right. So, when you average Joe six pack to be out here on the streets, they claim that you be like, oh, okay, well, brother, where's your Bible at? Well, brother, the Bible's in here. My Bible's in here, brother. And point to their goddamn head and all of that dumbass shit. So, motherfucker, you mean to tell me you Eli from the book of, you Denzel Washington from the book of Eli? You memorize that whole Bible verse from verse, and you understand each breakdown,
And the Hebrew
and
and
the
the Greek.
Hebrew, and the Greek, and the Latin. God damn, motherfucker, you a bad motherfucker. You shouldn't be walking out here in some dusty ass white Nikes. You know what I'm saying? With the fringes of the ends of your pants walked on and busted up with holes in your knees and shit, brother. With a too small t-shirt on. You should be somewhere making something of yourself if you're able to do that. So wherefore the Most High said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart, which is the law, Hebrew law, which is their mind, far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precepts of men. You know what, brother? You keep sinning like that, you keep having sex with other women besides your wife, and you're gonna go to hell. You're gonna burn in hell, brother. Okay? I'm trying to save your soul. You can't be out here fucking on them young women, now. You gonna go to hell. Okay, brother.
You really have that problem if everybody did like they're supposed to do. One woman deal with just one man. It wouldn't be all them diseases floating around here like it is.
Right. Good. That's why they call it venereal diseases. Because you gotta that what is it? That vagina is basically a primordial soup. All right, it's a soup made up of a whole bunch of different seeds. Look, then you get some cats that do that lewd shit. They like to have that anal sex, and then they turn around and stick it in the bitch's mouth, and then our vagina. You see these hoes, they so run down when you get them. They want you to do some wild shit. You like, man, bitch, hold up. I didn't teach you that shit. All right, I don't do that. You gonna want me to put it in your ass and put it in your mouth, and what right afterwards. That's something that somebody else has installed into you. Okay.
Good.
And now that that's installed into your ass, you think that it's right. You think, bitch, look, a woman to do something so far, not to take. I know this is various topics, Salaki. But they'll go so far as I've had people tell me they got with a woman, and he'll be hitting a woman, and then she'll reach around and try to stick her finger in their ass and shit. And he had to snap on the bitch. Why? Oh, because my last boyfriend liked that. Bitch, look, hold on. I'm not the average Joe six-pack the third, man. You got me fucked up. Don't you ever like that,
man? This place done.
Yeah.
Hey, man, this place is so fucked up, man. It's there is no turning away from the destruction that's coming for this place, because the Most High is tired of this shit. Matter of fact, the earth is sick and tired of this place.
Now, I saw something on that. Every planet can be recorded that they release a sound, a constant sound, because every planet is a living organism. And and they have this special, it's a camera, and on the camera they can see and hear the sound that each planet makes. All right, and it sounds like a song. If you look it up, they got planet songs, and you can listen to it, and it'll show you the planet on YouTube, and then it'll show you the plasma waves that it releases. And when they record the plasma waves, it makes a song, man. It's like the damn planets is singing. You understand? And they listening to and then you go and you listen to the sound that Earth is making, and it sounds fucked up. It sounds like a sad song, man. It sounds like the Earth is lamenting, like it's literally weeping. You know what I mean? Because the so-called white man on Esau.
Did you see the shit that's in the ocean? All that plastic just sitting together in the ocean.
Man,
it's people, all kind of shit that's in the everywhere. Pollution is everywhere around this place.
And just to think that the destruction does have to come, because with that thermonuclear destruction, that's the only thing that we're gonna have to basically purify the water. Heat it up to a million degrees. All right, it's gonna burn up all of that plastic and all the impurities, and that's in the firmament. All of these chemtrails, all of that big explosion coming up from America is gonna purify that. It's gonna purify the jet stream. It's gonna purify the air, man. Because if they was able to see the World Trade Center from a satellite, just imagine how you ain't even gonna need a satellite. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna be able to see it wherever they are in the world. They're gonna look up and see a pillar of smoke, man. I don't care what part of the world you in. You're gonna be able to see a pillar of smoke coming up, man.
So you're gonna see the smoke from your castles, like, damn, that bitch still smoking in this motherfucker.
Right, still smoking. And guess what? The only one that's gonna fully remember that you know, if I'm not mistaken, is the elect. You know, because the elect is gonna remember if they're not gonna taste death like apocrypha, like I said in the apocrypha, they're not gonna taste the death, and
They're
by
gonna
not
be, they're gonna be escaping by
tasting the
their works.
con, and by not tasting the death, you know, the elect is gonna remember all of this shit.
Huh?
I was talking to the brother, the elect's gonna come around and they're gonna have that story time. You know what I'm saying? Tell us one of them old stories of Edom, you know? And it's gonna be like, boy, it's gonna fuck around and be trillions of people, trillions and trillions of our people coming around just to hear the elect talk about them stories, man. You know? You're gonna be it's gonna have a every 500-year event or something, you know, or you know, when we have to go out and dwell in our tents and following the righteous laws, statutes, and commandments in the kingdom. When we go out to dwell in them tents, you're gonna have a little story. Hey, we're gonna sit around and really get to talk with the brothers when they come together for the Passover. You know what I'm saying? Gonna get to hey, everybody gonna be sitting around the elect listening to some of them stories, man. You know,
Huh?
I got some.
already
What you got,
done.
brother?
God, this the Revelation 18 and to 2, and it says and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of her fornication, and the kingdom of Saki, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard
Mm-hmm.
another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities.
Right. And see a lot of these Jays try to get mixed up and you know going along with what is that Bubble Eyes? What's this church called? I forgot. What's Bubble Eyes' church called?
You talking about
Right
Potter
there.
House?
Huh?
Bye
No, I
bye.
forgot. I forgot it.
Yeah, that's the you know because it's so irrelevant, man. But this nigga, you know, when he got all those Jakes to give up their money like they did with Jim Jones. They got them to give them all their money, and they went and you know took their asses out there to Israel and got left, man, or got left in Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Because
God.
you know they use that as one of the headlining scriptures, not understanding that that's basically talking about you know stop drinking this Babylonian juice, man. Stop getting drunk off the doctrines of this nation, man. You know, right
Yeah, it's
now.
too strong. It's too strong now to where the
Mm,
point where shit they done drunk enough of it. They
they
bodies is
drunk
just
forever.
immune to that shit. So they gonna keep drinking and keep drinking till they just
Like them
motherfucking fall
winos.
over.
Gone.
Cause you can get alcohol poisoning. You know what I'm saying? If you drink too much alcohol, your ass will just for
Gone.
a number of years. You know, I know someone. You know, they just drunk alcohol for so long that motherfucker just died from drinking so much damn alcohol. You
Gone.
know, and these people drinking this shit of America and this ideology of this bitch. They just
Right.
drunk. They're
Gone.
gonna drink so much. They're gonna drink their ass right to death. You know what I'm
Gone.
saying? Death by pain. You know,
Gone.
it's a little bit more. It's saying reward her even double Sakya. It say and reward her even as she rewarded you in double unto her a double according to her works. And the cup which she had filled to her double. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she hath in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord God who judged her. And the
Gone.
kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. You got it.
Oh, they gonna be sick, man. When they see that, dog, they gonna be sick. Not to mention, it said it. right on point too when it said that basically calling America a queen. Yeah,
Con.
because it committed whoredoms with these nations, man. It's
Huh?
basically a whore. It's just a loose woman, as one would say. All right, this country is just a loose woman, man. All right, ain't
Because if
nothing
you
good
read it
about
in 17, it say the mother of all. They say the mother of harlots and abominations. You know what I'm saying? That number one harlot, that number one damn hoe, is
it.
America, man. That everybody loves so much.
Them pushing out them adulterous babies, man,
Yeah,
giving
con.
birth, but shit squirting out them wicked ass adulterous seeds, man, every day, all day.
Yeah,
This,
con.
this is Revelation 21:8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers. So let's list. Okay, so the unbelieving, all right, that's these church niggas or these 5% cats that claim that they don't believe in anything,
Thank.
or these do as you willers, all right, these Aleister Crowleys, all right, and the abominable, right, and that speaks for itself because these unclean, unforgivable acts that these homosexuals and these vile lusts that these damn um, pedophiles have for these children, or now what do they call them, MAPS, which are mature attracted, what is it, minor attracted persons. All right, you got these MAPS out here. All of these things are abominable, man. All right, the Most High hates an abomination. He's not saying I'll reconsider for one. He hates them. It says, and murderers. You got these niggas out here killing killing Jakes. These niggas out here smoking each other right and left, and even going so far as these, what is it, the Met? Let's look at Issachar with these cartels, man. I seen cats, on different videos. Them cartels will take a chainsaw to your ass, man. You know what I'm saying? When they catch up with another cartel member, especially if they had some weight on their hands, man, they mutilate the fuck out of them, man. You
Hey, and
know?
they devils, man. They really they really embrace that like Satanism type shit.
Yeah,
That that
yeah,
uh that demonic devil spirit. You know,
yeah,
they go by the names of that. They got tattoos
yeah,
and they
yeah.
pray to them dark energy deities and shit, man. Them
Huh.
Issacharites,
They
you
do.
know.
I mean, out shit, living out in Cali around them motherfuckers. I seen niggas. I seen some of them vatos. Like
It's
they
like
got a
they
game
do
called
that shit
18.
too.
Huh?
They do that shit too if they're in that Catholic shit.
Yes, con. And that puts and look, man, and there's a lot of gangster shit that revolve around that Catholic shit too. I'm seeing these essays. I see some of these vatos, man. They have 18. Like I got a gang called 18th Street. And I remember the day I saw a cat. He had 18s all on every inch of his head and face, bro. You know what I'm saying? He
Damn.
can't even deny his set if he get caught up. Like them motherfuckers is down for that. MS-13. They hold the
Kind
little
of,
gang sign like this. Like they put their hand on their head like this, and
Yeah.
them motherfuckers look. Let me tell you something, man. Those motherfuckers are raw. They
Yeah.
are raw, and they don't fuck around. Niggas don't even fuck with them. You see what I'm saying? Because there's certain cats that Jake, Jacob back the fuck like, hey, don't even fuck with them because they can hit you and they can get sent right back to Mexico. And the next motherfucker, they take the 2 or 3 people take their place, and they down. Hey, they trying to make a couple dollars just to bust your head, man. And it's a card
and then they turn
everywhere.
around and be back within a year.
Con, con. Hey, and they come. Guess who they coming to see? Then you done got settled down and shit. It's weird, man, that we even talking about that because I had a dream this morning, and basically within it, I had gotten to it. I was at a witness protection program with some other I don't know who it was, some other brother in their family or something. But I went down to the lobby and stuff because they was partying up there and shit. And I got into it with some Mexican cartel cats. Like they approached me and they tried to get me. I guess they were gonna interrogate me to find out about the person that was in the witness protection program. Long story short, I took the gun, reversed it on them, and dude got the shooting up in there. But I didn't want to kill him because in my mind I was thinking like, damn, I know what happens if you kill somebody from the Mexican mafia. bro, they'll never let you sleep, dog. Them motherfuckers don't look. Once they find out who you are and where you at, you might as well kiss your ass goodbye, man. That's how wicked on the left hand end.
Sudanio 13s and Sudanios and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Them motherfuckers will kill they'll kill their own fucking mama and daddy, man.
They will. They will if the set tell them to. I've heard motherfuckers say that too. I'm not playing with you.
God,
I heard
hey,
motherfuckers
that's
say
how they proved that they did down by killing
that.
somebody close to them.
Gun. And if your set
Even
got
the
a
mafia
problem with
do
your
that shit.
dad,
The Italians,
yeah,
they
them
always
guns be on
knocking
that
off
shit.
their
Yeah.
friend or their brother or
Gun,
somebody they grew up with way back in the day.
gun. They don't play that shit, man.
You
You
know,
know, it's
I'm
a
just, I never got caught up in none of that bullshit, man. Because hey, it could have been a whole lot different for a Jake.
gun.
Jake could have been, still stupid, thinking
Yeah.
that Jesus love everybody.
Hey, I mean, that's truly. I mean, if you believe in all the way up into the Lord coming back, if you believe in that the Most High Son loves everybody, then Yahweh Shem Yahshai really don't give a damn about you on this one.
God.
It says, and whoremongers and sorcerers, and whoremongers trying to fuck everything walking. You hear these niggas especially, they say something like, hey, what you getting into tonight? Nothing, man, I'm just trying to fuck something. Like, wait, you just trying to fuck somebody, a bitch, or are you trying to fuck something?
Mm.
I'm just trying to fuck. I'm just trying to fuck something tonight, dog. I'm like, I gotta look at you a certain way now. What the fuck does that mean in 2018? And sorcerers, these niggas out here selling they dope, selling crack, selling these pills. Um, Pharmakia is the word for pharmacy that you have now, or pharmakia, which is witchcraft in Latin. They say and idolatrous, right? Because these cats that love these idols, man. They worship all these other idols like the brother was reading earlier. All right, they love them statues and these other gods and Buddha and Ganesh and all this dumbass shit. It says, and all liars. And the Yahweh, it's even written in the word, let every man be a liar, but the Most High the truth. So we understand that we are liars. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that we can't take away from. And what I wanted to say too, um, brothers, when you said so far as cats is basically consuming this they getting drunk off of this doctrine, and when the scripture clearly says that we're supposed to come out of this way of thinking or come out of Babylon. If you look at it as well, when you come into the truth, when you get drunk, it's also being intoxicated. You know, when you get drunk, you get intoxicated. And if you keep drinking and drinking and drinking, your liver fails you and different parts of your body shut down because you are toxic. So with these doctrines, what is it to graduate? To graduate means basically you're basically dumbing yourself down and becoming more indoctrinated. That's what the graduation is, or to graduate. And basically, when you come into the truth, what we go through is a form of detox, you know. So we basically detoxifying. That's why our repent for our sins is basically us detoxing from this world, or like the scripture said, the brother read in Revelations, coming out of Babylon. We spiritually detoxing. You know, it says
Con.
it
Con.
says shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. And we don't, we do these works in truth and sincerity because, honestly, brother, I don't want to taste of the second death. I don't want my family or my Akim to, if any way that I can, prevent that or play my part in that not happening, you know, hey, then I'm going to do it because you don't want to be a part of that second death, man. That second death is That second death, people think is a fast thing. When brimstone and fire, when you're burning from the inside out, like they do with these new nuclear weapons, they burn you in a microwave. You're being cooked from the inside out. That's not a quick death. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Aki. You got something, Aki? It's like,
Oh no, kind of. Yeah, that what you're saying was on point. Because shit, ever since we was even brothers in this truth, since we was born, we ain't know the right path. We just knew the damn what we knew from our so-called parents in the flesh, as has taught us, man, which is shit, celebrating holidays, you know what I'm saying? Eating all types of abominations. But now, since you woken up to who you are, shit, you supposed to detox from that. Because you didn't wake up in the truth. You wasn't born in the truth your whole life. You ain't know the whole way. You know what I'm saying? The right way. So, shit, we got a detox of all the shit that we was doing before waking up in the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way to do it. You know what I'm saying? It tell you, I forget where it said, but it tell you to only if Israel will acknowledge their sins, Yahweh Shem Yashai deal with you. So shit, we acknowledging our sins. We reflect on the things that we've done. So that's why the Lord is supping with us, and the Lord is giving us nice shoot. The Lord's even giving us the unction of know all things. You know what I'm saying? So now he's telling us to go out in the highways and the byways and preaching to wake up. That's why we able to tell our people the wrong from right, because we washed ourselves up. You know, so we got ourselves together, so we can tell these niggas out here that what they doing is right. Stop, pull your damn pants up. Stop being wicked. Stop being adulterers. Killing your own people and being a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Cause we acknowledge our sins. We acknowledge what we did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way to come in this. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna get flack from that because niggas don't like to be told what they doing is wrong. They think they got it all together, but that's not the case, man. You know.
What happened with Herod and Herodias? He thought that even though he was an Edomite, what they do, John the Baptist told him what he was doing was wrong, man.
Yeah.
He said, man, you sleeping with your brother's sister, that ought not to be so. Brother's wife, excuse me, that's not supposed to be so, And what happened? Of course, hey, but you know what? Herod was like, damn, he was cut slick, but the one that was mad in the end was Herodias, you know what I'm saying? Which was his brother's wife. She was mad at the end, even until the point where, they saw the opportunity to kill John the Baptist.
Shit, yeah, cause hey, when America get destroyed, you gonna find the blood of the prophets on this land, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause uh, our people it's gonna be some of the people of the fellow Israelite going down, get your ass hemmed up and to be put into incarcerated or get into the hands of these Edomites when all hell break loose. So shit, it's gonna be some brothers who gonna be martyrs and shit, who don't be martyrs for this thing, because first of all, that's prophesied. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be on Israelites gonna help that. You know what I'm saying? All because of what? They want to preserve their life. They don't give a damn about this word. They don't give a damn about Yahweh Shemi Shai. Hey, because in the scriptures, I don't know where it's at. I believe it's in Matthew's. Because this is that generation when they was like, hey, let the blood be upon us. You know what I'm saying? Upon our children. Because when Yahweh Shai was given, when Pontius Pilate asked him, you know what I'm saying, this man's Yahweh Shai was found faultless, for real. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai was found faultless. He said, I ain't, hey, this man, I don't know why y'all want him to be put to death, but okay. But Jake was just egging them on.
And Barabbas and shit.
Yeah.
Straight up murderous nigga.
Yeah. Yep. Jake was just like, hey, we don't care, man. We'll let our children deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? We just want y'all shy out of here. And that's how wicked these niggas is, man. And that's how they are today. That they them. It's spiritual because they them saying this is that generation that came back, man. This is that generation that came back, and they're gonna be put to death for that.
This is Amos 3 and 6. It says,